Okay, part 2. So yeah, surfing is really, really fun, but you just have to learn the technique behind it, you know? So if you learn the technique behind surfing, I mean, you're all good to go. I mean, behind anything, snowboarding, but you have to know the technique because the waves can knock you out. Snowboarding, you could get knocked out. Skydiving also, you know. So it's all about knowing the technique. Yeah. What else can I say? Maybe I'd be a professional snowboarder if I lived in the mountains. But I actually don't live in the mountains. I live not by the mountains, but probably, I don't know, maybe if I did live by the mountains, I would go snowboarding a lot. I don't know, maybe. Maybe not, I don't know. So yeah, happy Friday. Woo, happy Friday. Contacts are in, which is so great because my glasses, like, they're cool, but yeah, with contacts I could see like fucking way better, which is great. Yeah, we love that. So let's talk about surfing. So when I went surfing, I think in 2020, like I took a lesson in Malibu, and which was great. But after the experience, I felt like I had no worries in the world. Every worry, every like toxic thought or energy or whatever was immediately erased. Bam, just like that, erased. Any kind of toxic thought, energy of any sort, erased. So I was like, cool. I felt like I was like 10 years old again. No, I felt like I was 13 years old again. And I was just like, wow, this is like amazing, you know? This is like a new experience. And so yeah, so surfing is really, really fun. Of course, there's a lot of people that they just surf and, you know, they practically just live on the beach. They don't really have, not all of them have homes and stuff. But that's just what they do. They just surf and, you know, and that's their life, and that's their whole world, which is great. I mean, you know, I used to do slacklining. There was this guy, Jeremiah, at the Santa Monica beach, and he kind of taught me some slacklining stuff, and this guy, Juan, he taught me some slacklining stuff. I mean, a little bit. Oh, and then there was this girl, Melissa Graham. She was a nurse. She worked at Kaiser Permanente. She was a baby nurse or something like that. And she was a really, really, really good at slacklining. She used to practice all the time, and she was really good at it. She was definitely good at it. Since I think she lived in Venice or in Santa Monica, this was a bunch of years ago, but now she moved to San Francisco, so she lives in Northern California now. And yeah, so that's cool. Like, she was kind of cool. She was really good at slacklining. Jeremiah was really good at slacklining, and the guy Juan from Nicaragua, he was also really good at slacklining. Like, they were some really good slackliners. Me, you know, I wasn't that, well, you have to just practice. In order to get good at something, you have to practice, like, all the time. You have to practice every single day, right? So if you want to get good at something, practice, practice, practice. It's all about practice. So, yeah, so I used to practice a lot with Pilates because I was really, really, really into Pilates. So I'd practice all the time on the machines, on the Cadillac machine, the chair, the reformer machine. I didn't give a fuck. I just practiced all the fucking time. So I worked at this place, and like they, you know, they were totally cool with that. And so I would just practice, practice, practice. Because if you could practice on your own body, then you understand it better, you know? And then you could deliver it to clients if clients are interested in taking your expertise classes. And I mean, I was a very, very good teacher. I also knew this other really good teacher in New York. Her name's Allison Gracie. And I just randomly talked to her. I was like randomly a teacher, and I was also the manager at this club, New York Sports Club. But yeah, I just randomly talked to her, and I guess she said the New York Sports Club went out of business. I don't know, something. But she was a really good teacher, and she taught like 30 classes a week. And so I remember I'd have to take the subway to go like Midtown, downtown, Upper East Side, Upper West Side, Lower East Side, Lower West Side, like all over the fucking place, like taking the subway but it was fun. It was super fun because even though I was just underground a lot, taking the subways, you know, to go here and there, it was really fun to teach all these different kinds of classes at, like, you know, different locations. There's a different energy. Like Midtown energy was, I found it annoying. There are all the tourists and stuff, and I was like, Uptown was kind of like, downtown was cool because it was more chill. Like, it was just more chill, and like, you know, people would go on their unicycles and just go on their unicycles all day and just bicycle around and smoke weed and stuff like that. That's what they were into. I don't know. And it was kind of fun just to like see different environments, you know. It's all about having new experiences and stuff, you know. So yeah, so that was kind of cool. But anyway, sorry, I went from there to there, but yeah, like, I really like surfing. You have to fucking practice. Like, you have to practice surfing. If you want to be a good surfer, you have to practice all the time. If you want to be a good snowboarder, you have to fucking practice all the time, right? If you want to be a good teacher, you have to fucking practice all the time. Like, every single day or every other day. You have to practice. And I used to practice every single day. But I've been really fucking lazy for the past, like, year or whatever it's been, which has been awful. But it'd be really great if I could get into practicing again. Pilates, the reformer, the Cadillac, the chair, the barrel. I'm certified to teach all of them. I did certification through Balanced Body in San Diego. But yeah, like, it's all about the practice. If you want to get good at something, practice. And it brings you a lot of joy, too, at the end of the day, too. I always felt extremely happy after practicing all motherfucking day. It's really fun. But I need to find a new studio that will do that. Am I going to put this video on YouTube? Yes, maybe. We will see. So yeah, it's all about the practice. And all about the experiences. See, all these different experiences shape you to who you are and who you become, you know, like, you know, meeting this celebrity and that celebrity, and, you know, doing this filming shoot, or going to this country or that country or whatever, you know. I don't know, or just like going to a different city and just like walking around and getting a coffee and just talking to people and exploring different places. I did that a bunch several years ago. But now I think I want to get back into practicing again. Like, I have to find, well, I used to work at the Jonathan Club because they had a full studio that I could practice at. And my place, I don't know if y'all can see it, but my place is kind of small, so I cannot take all of the equipment and place it in here because it's kind of small. And the equipment's expensive. It's like $3,000 per piece of equipment, or like $2,000 for the reformer, $5,000 for the Cadillac. The barrel, I think, is like $4,000. The chair is, I think, like $2,000 or $3,000. So yeah, like, you know, I cannot bring that into my, it's too, I need a big, massive space to hold all that stuff. But yeah, that'd be totally cool. Like, all I want to do is practice. I have a bunch of ideas too. So that would be really awesome. What else can I say? Other than that, I don't know. I just try to radiate positivity and go into the positive, not the negative. I know these people are negative, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm trying to go into the positive, be positive. YOLO, you only live once, right? So you better make every fucking day count. So, yeah. Practice. That should be my new thing. Practice. I always used to practice before, and I need to practice again. I need to get into practicing again. Like I said, surfing, you practice. Everything. Practice. Playing the piano, you practice. Playing the guitar, if you want to get good, you practice every day. So, it's all about the practice and becoming your best version of yourself. Let's see, more ideas for the day. So now I'm just open up to new opportunities to find a studio where I could practice at and also, teach clients too. But I'm opening up the universe to find this studio that works for me, where I can practice at all the time. Yes, sir. Okay, signing off for now. Peace out, yo. Bye.